In a UC Berkeley sleep lab, researchers scanned the brains of volunteers while they relived their most painful memories. And after just one night of REM sleep, the amygdala, the brain's fear alarm, barely fired at all. The same memory, the same face, the same fear, but the emotional sting was almost gone. Neuroscientist Matthew Walker had just captured something no one expected. Sleep doesn't just store memories, it can quietly disarm them. Walker's team, back in 2011, put people through an emotional memory task twice, once after a full night of sleep, once after staying awake. The images that stayed most disturbing were the ones viewed after sleep loss. The ones people slept on lost their emotional edge, even though the memory itself stayed just as sharp. The difference came down to one stage: REM sleep, the phase where you dream. During REM, Walker found, the brain's stress chemical, noradrenaline, drops to its lowest level of the entire 24 hours. That drop matters more than it sounds. Noradrenaline is what floods your system during a threat, the chemical that stamps a memory with fear. With it switched off, REM sleep becomes a kind of overnight therapy session, letting the brain replay a memory's facts while stripping out the emotional charge attached to it. Walker calls it sleep to forget, sleep to remember. We post a new discovery like this every single day, so subscribe now so tomorrow's doesn't slip past you, because the next one gets even stranger. Here's the complication. REM sleep isn't spread evenly through the night. It's backloaded, concentrated in the last 2 or 3 hours before you wake up. Cut your sleep short, hit snooze on an early alarm, or drink alcohol before bed, and you lose exactly the stage doing the emotional editing. Walker's later work with trauma patients found blunted, fragmented REM sleep showing up again and again in people whose fearful memories never faded. Drop a comment below. Has a bad night's sleep ever made an old memory feel sharper than it should? It reframes trauma itself, not as a failure to move on, but potentially as a failure of a specific biological process. Night after night of interrupted REM, leaving memories permanently stamped with their original fear response. Walker's lab is now testing whether protecting REM sleep in the weeks after a traumatic event could change how deeply it scars someone, long before therapy ever starts. So the fix might be smaller than it sounds. Protect your last 2 hours of sleep, and you protect the exact stage rewriting your worst memories tonight. Which means the difference between carrying a memory and being haunted by it might come down to whether your alarm went off 10 minutes too early. Hit the bell so tomorrow's find doesn't slip past you.